We finally got to the street level, and as we go to exit the building, there are all these people in uniform screaming at us, run, 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 do not stop. And they're bobcat bulldozing everything. I mean, everything. It's an unbelievable sight. Just things you shouldn't see. And they're pushing it back and they're screaming at you to run, run, run. And you get across the street in front of St. Paul's Chapel. And even though you're supposed to not stop, you turn around and you look at this unbelievable ticker tape of concrete and steel and bodies. Unbelievable sight. Absolutely unbelievable sight. I was lucky. When I was coming up those escalators and out of the building, a work associate from another company, but a guy that I worked with and continue to work with to this day, he was coming up the escalators as well. We met each other, had the, polite little small talk, and then the holy shit talk, like what is going on, okay? Because we don't know. We really don't understand what's going on. When we got out in front of St. Paul's, he said, what are you going to do? And I looked at him and I said, David, I have no idea. I was supposed to get back on a train and go back to Philly, get in my rental car, go back to the Philly airport, take a flight back to Chicago and go to my house. And I said, I'm not sure, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And he looked at me and he said, yeah, he said, I don't think it's probably going to happen. And he said, look, how about we do this? He said, my wife works in the North Tower and I haven't heard from her. So I want to get up to my condo. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, David, okay, let's do that. Where do you live? 111th Upper West Side. I was like, whoa, that's a long way away. And he went, oh, you have anything better to do? And I said, no, you're right. Let's do this, let's go. And we started the walk from Southern Manhattan. We were going to go up to 111th and the Upper West Side to his condo. We were only 8 blocks away, maybe 8 minutes. When we come across a commercial laundry and the doors in the commercial laundry are wide open, the radio blaring out that this was an on-purpose terrorist attack. Our jaws just dropped to the ground. This doesn't happen here. That was the absolute feeling. This doesn't happen here. But it was the next couple of sounds that are the ones that all of us that were there that day hear every day. First thing in the morning, last thing at night for me. Unmistakable sound of twisting steel and crumbling concrete of what once was that South Tower, the building that we had been in just about 8 minutes prior, coming to the ground. And even more hauntingly, incredibly, the sound of hundreds of thousands of people all in the streets of New York, all screaming the same blood-curdling scream all at the same time.